there's no Raylos, no Ray Nobodies. Yes, this is sort of a fly by night jump on real quick live stream. But New York Post posted a very interesting rumor about Phoebe Waller-Bridge, everybody's most hated woman in one of the most hated women in show business right now. She did the voice for L337 or whatever the droid was in Solo. I can't remember. All I know is that the guys thought she was annoying. And just, your typical whatever. Hey, Mazurus. So they come in and they basically say, without really any proof, whatever. It's a rumor. You can go read the article. And it reads like a really bad headcanon. That she's taking the lead in Indy 5. First off, the New York Post doesn't always post the truth. And it is a tabloid-esque newspaper, which means, my people, that it sometimes doesn't post real. Hail Planet Musk, hail Maze, and everybody else in the chat. Sometimes it doesn't post actual real news. Now, it is an interesting place for this to go, to be put. It's a Rupert Murdoch publication. News Corp owns it. It is widely read in New York City. Howdy, Matt. It is widely circulated. I can get it here at our local supermarkets. This is the thing. It is not that this rumor is out there, because it's been out there. Matt Kadish has spewed it, okay? The moment her name was out there, the, fanboy rage porn channels were screaming. And I'm gonna have to put him in his, stop crying. He wants his ball and I'm not gonna give it to him. I may have to get up and go grab it though, if he keeps doing that. He's really mad at me right now, but it's 82 degrees, it's too humid out, and if I take him for even a short walk, he'll be miserable. Anyway, this newspaper leans to the right. Okay. They don't have a problem calling out anybody of the Democrat Party. They big time went after Weinstein and Governor Cuomo and all the rest of the stuff. And for it to be there in this newspaper, let's see. We've got the show business rags, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, Hollywood, Deadspin, Variety. And we got the business stuff. We've got Forbes, Wall Street Journal now, Inc., Business Insider. And we've got two publications that are neither entertainment or business. They kind of talk about both. The New York Post and The Guardian. And what did The Guardian do? Last week, 2 weeks ago, they basically brought in Frank Oz, and he basically went off on Iger's Disney. Now we've got the New York Post posting a very feeble, no legs to it, rumor about Phoebe Waller-Bridge that any fanboy with the channel who wants clickbait posts. No real connection. It was an insider. When you post a rumor like that, you don't have to say where you got it. Okay? Now, do I believe it's true? No, of course not. They tried to do that to Harrison Ford, he'd leave. He'd be pissed off. And you would hear about it. What I think this is, and if Cameron shows up or whatever, I sent the article to him and to Doomcock and to Andre and Tom. What I think this is sabotage. I think someone put it on there to hurt the production, to hurt the movie. Now, why? Why? People around town respect Harrison Ford, so they're not going to try to sabotage it because of him. They respect and like Frank Marshall. Who's the one whose contract is coming up? Kathleen Kennedy. This has all the earmarks of a hit on her. Okay, because Waller-Bridge is her casting choice. Okay. Again, this is a rumor. But if you remember, lots of people out there tend to believe rumors. In fact, we had a guy who's made millions doing that on Friday Night Tights, spreading, bullshit around. I'm in awe of this because this is another hit directly at Kathleen Kennedy. Again, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is her casting choice. Okay? Now, why would Bob Chapek do that? Chapek and Lucas do that. Kathleen Kennedy screwed him over so badly during the sequel trilogy fiascos, and he, if you know anything about him, he will get you. He will get you. Okay? He is the richest man in Hollywood. And when you read about some of the stuff that's happened, when someone tried to screw him over, he's not Luke Skywalker. He's Emperor Palpatine. All right? He is. All right? So I think that George Lucas is behind this. He saw an opening. Indiana Jones is his baby, and he is going to do everything he can to damage Kathleen Kennedy. Now, do I like this? No. I don't want Harrison Ford, this is his favorite character he's ever played. I don't want him to go out like this. This character to go out like this. Now, maybe this came out in order to make sure this doesn't happen. Now, that could be the thing. Or Waller-Bridge may be taking more of a role because Harrison, they're not letting him do as much. I don't know. But I do know that it's very strange that a rumor that, Mike Zero would start, wake up in the morning, oh, I'll do this, is front and center on, this is designed to hurt the production. I mean, I wouldn't doubt this is designed to remove Kennedy from the production. I really wouldn't be surprised. Or to cut back her responsibilities. I mean, this has all the whole, and I wouldn't doubt that Steven Spielberg himself might be behind this too. Okay. Kennedy really screwed the pooch when she screwed George over. Okay, don't let anybody fool you on that, okay? Anyway, I want to get back to that, but I do also want to add, Friday night when I was on the live stream with Troy Pacelli, an aged nerd, aged boomer, I should say, sorry. We were talking about Sam Maggs. Troy goes, did you know this? And I said, no, what? Cartoon Network had the Star Wars marathon on. They advertised it as episodes 1 through 6 and Rogue One. Only real Star Wars. Did anybody here know that they did that? If you did know, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't, put a 2. I did not know that. I was like, that is an official Hollywood rebuke of the sequel trilogy. Okay? Baby! You scratch yourself so hard and you hurt yourself. Come here. Come here. Kojak, come here. One, you did know hard work. Where did you hear that? Because I was shocked. This is a rebuke. I don't even think Doomcock heard this. Okay, I was literally like, I gotta say that this is just more proof without saying it, that the sequel trilogy isn't part of anybody's canon anymore. Okay? So we've got that going on. We've got this Phoebe Waller-Bridge rumor, and still no more about, Pablo, where he is. There is a rumor, I was told, and I'm gonna say who said it. Okay, Maze, if you're still in, you can verify. Craig said in a chat. That something that is going to make the fans extremely happy is going to happen. Okay? But Kennedy will still be there. In what capacity? She can't touch anything. In fact, basically, I don't know how old this rumor is, or this bit of information is that he got, but basically, he said that Kennedy tried to get a couple of her shows moved forward, and it's not going anywhere. And then he alluded to Jon Favreau is the person that says yes or no on this. Okay. I don't know if that means he's going to be president of Lucasfilm, but if he is there saying yay or nay to stuff, that's pretty goddamn big. Do I believe it? Craig was right about Kennedy staying the last time. We don't know in what capacity. It sounds to me like she's going to be sitting in the corner, twiddling her thumbs. Now, you look at this Waller-Bridge thing. If Indy 5 fails, if they even attempt to do something like this, and they wouldn't, I think Harrison Ford would leave the production. And everybody on the planet would know that. They wouldn't be able to keep that a secret. All right. And they're filming right now, by the way, in London. If any of this is true, even remotely true, the movie is going to crash and burn. And it is not going to be because Harrison's 79 years old, as some fat fanboys like to glom onto, or guys that are so skinny if the wind blew would blow them away. It is because of the social justice crap. Okay. That's why. And it's more ammo. Just a minute. Kojak, come here. Come here, Kojak. Come here. Come here. Good boy. All right, so he's back with me. He likes to molest his dad. And it's more ammo. Yep, you can hear him. For Chapek to say, we don't really want to extend your contract, Kathy. But I still am not sure if she's gonna even come back anyway. I'm really not. Put him in his house.
House, let's go. That's enough.
Yeah, he's being a jerk right now. He's
You
being
learned it.
needy.
You learned it.
Anyway, so I'm not really sure. But again, this thing reads like a plant. Okay. It reads like someone deliberately put it there to mess with things. We know that they're going to be filming in Sicily in October. In fact, I saw a casting call sheet for that, and this thing is not going to be done until November. But I really think that this Phoebe Waller-Bridge thing, somebody saw, had the idea we can really stick it to Kennedy if we put this out there in the New York Post. Now, all of New York knows, whether they like her or not. But when push comes to shove, they're not going to like this because this is Harrison's movie. It's not hers. Okay? And that's the thing. They're putting people against the idea. And if anybody had that idea to do it, it's Kennedy. And this isn't going to happen now. And I found it really interesting that they found it in the New York Post. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to come and tell you guys that because Coach posted a video on this and he was freaked out, and I go, the headline is May, but it's enough to get people angry. And it's enough to get people asking questions. It's enough to make people go, and that hurts the movie. I don't think it's fair that they're doing this, that anybody would do this to this movie, because I want it to be a success. But Kennedy, and I'll just say it, the movie's not a success because there's any SJW shit in it at all. Bobby, what are you talking about? I'm not talking about James Mangold. He's a great director. He's not just I can't even remember what I was talking about. Anyway, this is not real. But there'll be, the usual suspects will be running around saying it's true, even though it says May and it's a rumor, because that's what they do. But hey, if it's somebody that says the opposite, they'll demand you show proof. They'll demand it. Fuck. You don't have to show me proof, but fuck you. Okay, that's, and that's the thing. That's the thing. This is going to be very interesting. This fall. This is a direct cannonball shot right at Kennedy. It has nothing to do with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. It has nothing to do with Indy 5. It has everything to do with Kennedy. I mean, maybe, and like I said, they want her off the production. All right, and they want her to go quietly. Okay, they want her to just take her money and her accolades and leave. Okay, but because I'll tell you something. If this was true, we'd be getting more leaks, and we haven't gotten any leaks that are in any way substantial. Okay, I mean, Tom has been told what the movie's about, but when I look at what we saw from the production, it looked like flashbacks. It looked like they were going into flashbacks. So, I don't know. Okay, all I know is that They were filming at a castle. Indy and Toby Jones are trying to escape something. There's a train fight or something. You got Nazis arriving at night. You've got the Apollo 11 parade in Chicago, and Indy being chased by a huge guy through the parade route, a la The Fugitive. It's just, it's going to be very interesting to see what this movie's about. But I don't think, if they even try to give Phoebe Waller-Bridge any sort of lead into this, it's gonna crash and burn. It is going to. Okay. The female character is always important in Indiana Jones. Obviously, she's not playing the femme fatale part, but she's still in it. In there, because you gotta have a woman in these movies. You can't just not. What she's gonna be doing now, I had heard she's supposed to be playing Marcus Brody's daughter. Then I heard she's supposed to be playing Toby Jones's daughter. I don't know. And no, nobody knows. And we just gotta see how this pans out. I am very suspicious of the timing of this rumor in the New York Post. It reads like something Mike Zero would post, but it's there. Obviously, someone wants to sabotage the production of this movie. And the Phoebe Waller-Bridge issue is a direct shot at Kennedy. Okay? And it reads like it's a direct shot at Kennedy. It does. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, because I am very intrigued by this and also suspicious. But that's the way my mind works. I need a little more information to go on before I jump into this. That's just who I am. And but this thing doesn't read like a rumor a story that just popped out that has any veracity to it. But it also can hurt the production. I don't, honestly, I don't really, if this could be Chapek behind it with Lucas, but it also could just be Lucas doing this. He's not on the set. This is his baby. He created Indiana Jones. The story was 1977, waiting for the Star Wars returns to come in, and he brings up Indiana Jones, etc. I don't know, Maze, and I would really like it if someone on Twitter would send him the article and just say, what's going on here? Because if it's true, or if he kind of smarms around, then all bets are off. Then we go after it. Okay. Yeah, I think he is. And I'm sure he knows if it's out there. It depends on what his people tell him to say. Don't say anything. But who would you be more, what would hurt your career more if you're James Mangold? Offend Phoebe Waller-Bridge or piss off Harrison Ford? Think about it. Who's the biggest name on the set? Harrison Ford. Okay. I mean, this is one of the names in Hollywood you don't get into it with. And I'm like, I would imagine it's that Mangold will say this is not true. This is very, I mean, I can't, this is a typical rumor mongering. And he'll probably say something about, you know, whatever and piss off the usual suspects. But he'd be right this time. He'd be right this time. And, then it'll go away. Okay. It's very interesting to me. Because I know there are people out there that'll believe it. All right. I don't. I don't and I won't. Period. Full stop. It doesn't. Oh, I did too, Planet. That was so funny. That was so funny. And he says it so deadpan. And the girl that's sitting across from him, that's Georgia. That's his daughter. The dark-haired one. That's Georgia Ford. I was just so like, but it's so him. I mean, he's the guy, But yeah, so guys, I'm not worried about this. I'm not concerned at all. Coach was really upset, and I'm like, this is sabotage. First off, it's not true. Second of all, it shows up in the post. This reads like something, again, a YouTube Star Wars Meg alert, or something Star Wars theory and his buddy at the Nerd's Nest, or whatever they call that show, where they go through the most outlandish rumor and act like it's real. It's just really, I mean, that's what that's the level of rumor mongering this is. The fact it's in the Post, again, Rupert Murdoch owns this paper. The New York Post leans to the right. Okay. It is also in the same league with The Guardian in England with the Frank Oz interview. So you got all that going. There you go. There you go. Okay. This is going to be very interesting as everything goes on, to see what happens with this. Okay. So anyway, I am like on it, and it's a direct shot at Kennedy. It has nothing to do with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, nothing to do with James Mangold or Harry being hurt or anything. That whole issue is an excuse for this rumor, for people to think it's real. Okay. That's all. That's all. This is, we're watching someone firing shots at Kennedy, whoever it is. And it could be Disney and Lucas, it could be Lucas. Now remember, George Lucas is one of the biggest shareholders in Disney. Okay? And Rupert Murdoch and him, I think, had a pretty good working relationship, because Rupert Murdoch owned 20th Century Fox. They distributed, the prequels, okay? And Murdoch owned it then, okay? So, and Murdoch owns stock in Disney, okay? Everything now points to, again, the Civil War at Lucasfilm is over, but someone wants Kennedy gone tomorrow. Okay, not getting her year extension. They want her gone in October. Whatever this is. And her, this rumor and the way she fucked up Star Wars, people would believe this. Because Phoebe Waller-Bridge is crazy, okay? I mean, look at what she said when they brought her in to help write the last Bond movie, this next Bond movie coming out. You don't want someone who goes out of her way to emasculate alpha males like she does anywhere near Indiana Jones. And the moment that came up, I was like, it's Kennedy. This woman is probably very inappropriate for the movie. And, and then I had in the back of my mind, something is going to explode. Now, I do have a friend who knows her, Waller Bridge. Very nice lady. She's not nearly the crazy fembot that you all think she is, but L337, what she said on Bond, I mean, come on. Okay. Would you believe her? Would you, I mean, come on. This is inappropriate for Indiana Jones, for her to be anywhere near it. But it's a Kennedy thing. Anyway, I've got to go and fill my car up with gas. So I'm going to go do that. And then I'm going to clean up, dust my house. So you guys have a good evening. I'm going to rock. I will be in the chat for a little while tonight with Doomcock and Pop Culture Breakdown. See what they're up to, see what they're talking about. And I will see you guys around the galaxy. Bye.